Several cops just left. We still got 1, 2. Several cops just left. We still got 1, 2, 3. At least 3. I can't see the rest. So that means there's about 5 or 6 at least over here, and 1 EMS. Do you think it was a medical issue, or do you think it was a police issue? Somebody's in the ambulance. That looks like a medical issue. Does the person remain under arrest? So the police have their metrics, their statistics, their... Yeah. What happens? Another police officer at the top. Marked SUV. You can't really see it. Oh, let's go to the right. Here. Up the hill. Welcome to Austin, y'all. There are a lot of police here in Austin right now. Every acronym you can think of is out here right now doing stuff, apparently. Looking for minorities mostly. Nothing unusual about that. It's pretty normal. It's just they've amped it up a little bit. Thanks for watching. I don't have much to say except for APD's been overfunded, hyperfunded for a while. They didn't get defunded, and then they cried about being defunded when they weren't really defunded, and activists had lied to us. Greg Abbott and the Texas legislature gave them any kind of... Some things were reallocated, like mental health and different things, and all that was reallocated to police, and the city council and the mayor, Kirk Clandragon Watson, have hyperfunded the police even more. So they make a lot more money than they've ever made here in Austin. They make more than DPS, I believe. They make more than, I don't think, any other police agency in the state. As far as I know, about the least amount of accountability and transparency. And this is what happens. We have a lot of cops around, hanging out in their cars, doing things, oppressing the poor, fighting people of color, fighting poor people that don't have a place to stay, and just running them around. And it's cold as heck tonight for Austin. It's windy and cold, kind of gusty. I guess you call it gusty. Winds are up and down, and it's just, the wind only makes it colder. And it's not as cold as it is up north, but we're not really. Austin's a sunny kind of place. Austin and Arizona, sunny places. Not used to cold. Excuse me. There's just some weird things happening on my screen here. I'm not sure if y'all see them, but there's some glare from the flashing lights making designs on my screen. I don't know if it's doing it on y'all's. And that's as much, I think, as I can zoom in. Let me see. Oh, I can zoom in a little bit. Oh, the zoom is not the best function in the YouTube app. I can tell you that right now. See that blanket? I believe it is blowing in the wind. Could be someone's tent. There's a lot of people out in the cold tonight, and the cops are comfortable in their police vehicles on your tax money. If you had the choice, wouldn't you like help people with the money rather than hurt people? Rather than fund the police department, wouldn't you rather fund an orphanage, get some kids off the streets, help some families, some mothers with kids on the streets that got evicted in Austin? Wouldn't you rather help them than help these cops get fatter, get more money? I mean, that's how I feel. I'm talking to myself since there's no one in this chat or someone that watches it later. I don't know if anybody's watching. Oh, it says 2 people are watching. Okay, good. I got 1 thumbs up. Good. Great. Now I'm not alone after all. I'm still alone. Cops in motion. They know I'm here. You're gonna come see me? What do you think? Yeah. There's another ambulance behind me doing something. Going down the road. In the 80s, there was a song called Lawyers in Love. What about these cops in love? The EMS is over at the shelter over here. That's the art shelter there. It's raining, so it's not really raining, it's just like big cold droplets coming down. There was a mist yesterday that turned into rain, drizzle, pretty strong drizzle, pretty much rain. It was cold. It's just been cold and rainy, and people are out on the streets and suffering, and I wish that we had invested billions of dollars in our people instead of invested it in our public servants. I'm just saying. Just wish that we could stop building parks, start letting things go wild again, stop developing, stop building more buildings, start taking care of the people instead of the property, start helping the earth instead of developing property. Well, here comes a guy. The cop going by. Cruising in circles with the cops. And that right there behind there is the pickle building. I forget which building it is. It's a pickle building. And it's a federal compound. It's a big block. It's a full city block. Parking garages and compound and everything. Can you even see it in there? There it is. It's that building there. And down there is where ICE comes out of, by the way. If anybody wants to know, in the past we've seen ICE vehicles, or not myself, but others have seen ICE vehicles coming in and out of there. I've been to protests over here too. Several years ago, I filmed protests over there. Can't remember how long it's been, but it's probably been 4 years. Just saying. Maybe it's been 8. I don't know. Somewhere between 4 and 8 years, I would say. And here we are. There will be more immigration ICE raids coming out. They're already being reported all over Austin right now and all over several U.S. major cities. I'm not sure all of the news. I know I've seen several postings in the mainstream media and in watchdog groups. I think there's an ICE Watch page We're excited that people are doing some watching. Watching is important. If you're going to spend money, that noise sounded weird. If you're going to spend money, you might as well hold it accountable. Watch where it goes, watch what it does. That's what a good investor would do. That's what Trump and The Apprentice would do, or whatever the heck it's called. People fighting over here.